Well, look at what we have here. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, aka AOC, coming down with the bug. Now, remember I did a video a few days ago about her going to Miami, about the whole thing with her boyfriend, the basically Instagram photographer that she has with her, and his feet all out. They got no mask on, enjoying it, living it up at South Beach, right? Having a good old time in Miami. Going to the drag queen show, taking selfies with Billy Porter and the rest of the squad out there, having a great time after AOC and her party have attacked Ron DeSantis over and over again. What they call him, Ron Death Santis. Your state is irresponsible. You guys need to have a better handle on the virus, all this, that, and the third. They said that about DeSantis and any governor like him. Any particular city, state, township, area, region, like Florida, they talk about, but yet they keep flocking to Florida, no mask, having a good old time in the way they can't have in their home state, like New York, especially AOC representing a particular part of New York City. She can't do what she did in Florida out there in New York, but she supports the local mandates or whatever, some of the national, federal mandates to build back better, all kind of stuff like that. She supports these things. Her party supports these things, but yet she goes to Florida and the optics look crazy. You're out here with no mask on, hugging and drinking and carrying on. Now you done caught the bug. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that I wish harm on the U.S. House rep from New York. I would never say that. Never that, because I disagree with her politically, right? Obviously, our ideologies are much different, but I'm not going to wish harm on the young lady. Okay, what I am going to say is, since she caught the bug, then what's going to be the result? That's my question, I would say. It's more of a question than statement. What's going to be the next step? How will the media handle this? What are they going to say? Are they going to say that she deserved it? The same kind of way they say that others deserved it? Because there were some anti-vax people on the right who passed away. R.I.P. Phil Valentine and a few other guys. They mocked them when they died. Oh, he should have got the vax. He was anti-vax. So what? It's his fault. Blah, 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 blah. That's what they say when they die or even when they catch the bug. Like, they're not even necessarily dead. They may just have it. See, he should have got the vax. It's his fault, et cetera, et cetera. Now, what about AOC? She's vaxxed and boosted, but not wearing a mask, right? Are they going to say that she should have worn a mask? Are they going to say that she shouldn't have gone to Florida? What's going to be the way this is handled? How are they going to handle this whole situation? I'd like to know. I think it's kind of a rhetorical question and really one that doesn't need to really be answered because we all know how it's going to be covered. They're going to ignore it, act like it didn't happen, and sweep it under the rug. That's what's going to go on. She won't say too much. She can't really say too much. When the whole thing came out about her going to Miami, South Beach, no mask on, and God's talking about her boyfriend's feet, they were talking about, oh, you guys are talking about his feet because you can't date me. It's like, first of all, lady, I'm not trying to date Ratatouille or nothing like that. I think a lot of people, you look okay. You know, I'm not going to be judging looks in this particular video, but if you're going to go there, you may not like what you get back. Okay. So let's just keep the looks and all the weird stuff out of it and talk about your hypocrisy and your politics. Let's not shift the goalposts or, move the eyes off the prize. Let's talk about what we got to talk about, which is the hypocrisy and the politics behind you, your statements, and your actions. Okay, your actions and your statements aren't congruent. They're not really gelling the way that they should be gelling, if that makes any sense. But I'll move on. You talked about looks when it came to people criticizing you for not wearing the mask in South Beach, Miami. But what are you going to do right now that you done caught the bug after being caught with no mask on when people like you keep talking about mask mandates? You got to wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask, get the vax, get the boots, take the pill, do all these things, but you didn't came down with it. Okay. If it was anybody else on the right in the same situation, they go to South Beach, they partying, living it up, and then they come back with the bug. It's like, well, it's your fault. You're endangering New Yorkers. How dare you? go back to Florida. We're going to get you out of here. That's what it would be. So I think anybody watching this story can see how it's going to play out and then see the clear hypocrisy. And the hypocrisy also lets us know that it's not really about the science. It's not really about health. It's about politics. It's about getting political power, because if it's about science, if it's about health, the same narrative that's quote unquote taken from the science and given to the public should apply all the time. Not only when a conservative radio host like Phil Valentine dies from the bug, but also when somebody like AOC catches the bug. Okay, it's got to be the same thing. It can't be any different. If it is different, then you already know what time it is. Okay, this is not even about what they tell you it's about. It's about something else. It's about politics and maybe some cash as well. And to talk about some of the politics stuff and how it's not really about the health, I'm seeing quite a few things, and not just one thing that I saw, but the one thing I said in the previous video, they're talking about there's all these new variants. I think they're making up variants now. They're talking about there's a Delta and an Omicron mixed together. Deltacron, I'm not sure what they're going to call it, but that's out there. Then they have Flu-Rona. So you can have the flu and the bug at the same time. They're going to call that Flu-Rona. You can go to Wally World and get you a vax, both of them at the same time. Okay, when I saw a sign the other day that said, do you want your flu or virus vaccine? Come on in at a neighborhood Walmart, not even the big box super Walmart, the little small kind of hood spot neighborhood Walmart. It's like, that looks kind of odd. You're probably going to get one shot, and they say it's going to be a catch-all. Flu, Rona, whatever it is, Flu, Rona, boom. Okay, that's pretty like redneckish. It's like having a mullet, business in the front, party in the back. That's kind of what the Flu, Rona thing sounds like to me. They're making stuff up, in my humble opinion, allegedly. I got to say that because I'm no doctor, believe in the science, whatever they want to say from day to day. Okay, whatever they say in the CDC, it changes all the time. Some people still believe if you get the vax that you won't catch the bug, but the CDC director, Rochelle Walensky, said that you still are going to catch it and spread it if you have the vax, but it might be less deadly as far as your symptoms. Said it on TV. I'm not making it up. She said it. But when I say stuff like that, people try to ignore it, but they don't ignore it when it benefits them. You see kind of how that goes, right? They'll cite that particular clip when talking about AOC, when they want to defend her, saying, oh, well, she's protected from severe illness and, mask or no mask, it still would have been the same thing. They'll say that for her. And you know what? I got to take some of that back. The whole mask thing, they came out and said that the cloth masks don't work. There's a whole article. Don't take it from me. It's right there on the screen, right there in the description. They said that cloth masks don't work. The vax does not work to prevent from catching or spreading the bug. It only allegedly helps with the symptoms. But then they also said that they're coming out with a new vax in March to fight the Omicron. But I'm being told to get the vax right now to fight the Omicron. So if the vax right now is effective to fight the Omicron, and I have to presume that it is because I keep getting pushed to take it, if it's effective, then what's the purpose in taking a brand new one in March to fight the thing that we're fighting right now with the current vax batch? Does that make any sense? It's kind of confusing. I'm confusing myself just talking about it. So I imagine how it is for the regular normie out there who are being told different things every single day by the CDC director, by Anthony Fauci, by Jen Psaki, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, random people on the internet, Bill Gates, the CEO of Delta, Ed Bastian, whoever is coming out and saying whatever it is, make stuff up. The politicians, they'll say the same thing. They'll catch the bug right after basically laughing at a conservative who dies of the bug, and then they say, oh, mine is different because, you see, I'm different than them because I'm vaxxed and I got the mask, but you don't have the mask on. And how do we know that you are vaxxed? You could say anything for the general public. You can say anything. You can get a shot on TV and it's not necessarily the vax. Who knows what's going on? This whole thing, as I close, has got to be the biggest dog and pony show in the history of man. I've seen some fraudulent things. right? The moon landing allegedly could be fraudulent, allegedly. I'm not saying that for 100% certainty. Don't take anything I say in this video for anything other than entertainment value. Again, legal disclaimer. I'm just saying there's been quite a few hoaxes and ridiculous things that have been done throughout the history of man. But this thing right here has got to be right there at the very top. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what's going on here with AOC coming down with the bug after a maskless, alcohol-induced trip to South Beach, Miami? After AOC and people like her will attack Miami, Florida, and the state of Florida in general, Ron DeSantis, any state that does not have their very strict vax mandates and lockdowns and things of that nature. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. I don't wish any harm to AOC, not at all. I don't like her policies, obviously. If I was in New York City, I would not vote for an AOC, not at all. It'd be a snowball's chance, and you know where, that I would ever vote for AOC. So let's just make that clear. However, I don't want her to get hurt. I don't want her to get injured. What I do want her to do, along with her colleagues, is stop making up lies about this bug. Let's just stop. Stop trying to gaslight me. Stop trying to pressure me. Stop trying to make up laws. I'm talking to you, Mayor of New York, brand new guy, Eric Adams. You guys got to stop these mandates and restrictions and lockdowns because clearly they don't really work too well. Okay, your own people in government who are pushing for these things are coming down with the bug. So if it works that well, why can't you protect yourself? The very ones pushing it can't protect yourself. Make that make sense for me. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.